What's up? So, Jim here. In this video, and by the way, I'm in the mountains of North Georgia right now, camping. But in this video, I wanted to talk about how people are fooled by the official. They're fooled by symbols. Let me give an example. A prime example would be a theistic one, where somebody would say, well, God said thus and such is wrong, therefore it's wrong. Why? Because it's God. Okay. How does that make something wrong, right? That's like saying thus and such is wrong because I said it's wrong and my name is James. It just doesn't make any sense. It's purely arbitrary, and it begs the question. Now, another way people are fooled by labels and symbols is, let's say, someone has a badge, okay? Suddenly, someone initiating force who has a badge is okay. Why? Because it's official. It's official now. See, it's an official doing it. Or if someone has a gavel in a robe and a label called Your Honor, suddenly now initiating force on others, stripping people of their rights, taking away their freedom is okay. Why? Because it's the official. So there's this idea that actions intrinsically change when you put certain labels on the actor, the one performing the action. And this is just ridiculous. And people are fooled by this shit. So let me give an example. If you're walking down the road and I pull out in front of you, let's say you're walking down the side of the road, and I pull up my car right in front of you, and I get out of my vehicle, and I ask you where you're going, and ask you your name, and can I see your identification? Now, if I'm not wearing a badge, if I'm not official, right, then this is not acceptable. Then you're like, none of your fucking business, you idiot, or who the hell are you? Why did you plant your vehicle in front of me? You're inhibiting my, my way of travel here. What the fuck, right? But if a supposed official does this, it's okay. Why? Because they have a shiny badge and a gun, and they can do whatever the fuck they want, right? Because they're official. So people are fooled by this nonsense. And this actually happened to me a couple days ago. I was walking down the road, and I had my tomahawk strapped to my back. And I was going the wrong way. I was headed to this town, and I was trying to go to this one town, and I ended up going the complete opposite way and running into this other town. And so I crossed the road and crossed this median. And as soon as I got over the median, this sheriff car just pulled right out in front of me. I mean, it could have ran over my foot. And, turn on his shiny lights. People are fooled by this shit. Came out in his spiffy uniform and his shiny badge and his title, sheriff, as if that changes everything. And, asked me for my ID and what I'm doing and where I'm going. It's none of your fucking business where I'm going and what I'm doing. Now, I didn't say that because that would just be fucking stupid, right? I was nice to him. I gave him my ID. I told him what I was doing, right? Because I bow to his gun. I bow to his might is right. I have no other choice. It's the only smart, strategic thing to do. Well, I shouldn't say that because I think actually cops are just so used to people not knowing their rights that that they just take that for granted. if you were to say, well, you know what, officer? It's really, with all due respect, none of your business where I'm going. And what's that? You would like to search me? I'm sorry, no. Do you have any probable cause to search me? Again, sir, I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but I do like my right to privacy, and I wouldn't tolerate this kind of behavior or infringement in my privacy with anyone else, and that shiny badge doesn't make you special in my eyes. Now, legally, you can do this. Legally, you can say stuff like this. And if you have a lawyer who can defend your rights, or if you have done your homework and you know how to defend yourself in a courtroom, you might be able to win a court case. Say he were to say, oh, you're smart enough, and then try to find some reason to harass you or something, or arrest you. I'm actually, quite frankly, a little shocked that he didn't say anything about the tomahawk hanging on my back. I was almost positive that's why he stopped me. But his reason for stopping me was that I turned around, because apparently he stopped somebody up ahead of me, and he was on the side of the road and he had his lights going. And I guess he thought that I saw him ahead of me, and then I turned around, and so that looked conspicuous to him, like, oh, I was trying to avoid him. I didn't want to cross in front of him because maybe I was a criminal, and so that's why he wanted to run me. But to me, that's not enough cause to stop and try to search somebody or run their, run them and see if they've, if they're a criminal and they have fucking warrants or something, So, that I don't think that's enough to probable cause. I don't think that should be enough to do that. I could be wrong. I'm not a lawyer, but still, you do have some rights if you have the money to fucking afford, to defend those rights, or the knowledge to defend those rights. So the courtroom skills. So yes, people are fucking fooled by the official. If something's called God or official or judge, then or legal, then suddenly something changes. Suddenly that changes everything. But it's really just a bunch of shite. That's all it really is. So the initiation of force is the initiation of force is the initiation of force. Period. I don't care what you're fucking wearing, what color uniform, or if you're wearing a uniform. That doesn't change the fact that someone is initiating force. Period. So I just figured I'd talk about that. I'm out.